music's a bop, eh? It's the Abandoned Mind in FNaF. A classic for the Maple Story enjoyers. Classic. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Five Nights at Freddy's, the franchise playthrough that we're doing. Let's just jump back into things with where we left off, shall we? Oh, I'm gonna pause this as soon as it loops. And there it goes. Okay. Alright. I'll put a stop to the music there. Get the theater ready. Alright. I think we're all set. Screen capture. Why is there 3 windows? Oh. Well, this one. It's probably because I had that. Okay, whatever. Small tech issue. Not even a problem. Alright. Let's hit it. So I'm gonna see how fast I can get away with before we start buffering. So we can fast forward through most of this grind and see how many more characters. I think he's gonna get all of them except for one. But yeah, see the characters that he gets in this playthrough. He gets back to the story at like the 7-hour mark, I believe. Like right here. Wait, what the hell? Oh no, yeah, that was, yeah, around the 7-hour mark. Something happens that a lot of people watch here at the 6-hour mark, though. We'll find out in a couple minutes. Let's see what it is. Man, I feel really comfortable right now. I just got out of the shower. Feels fucking cozy, man. It's one of the reasons this stream is starting so late, too. It's just like, the day got away from me. I had a lot of shit to do, and I managed my time poorly, unfortunately, today. Tomorrow will be better, though. Let's try 5x speed and see if there's no buffering. I also have to go slow enough that I can see the characters he gets. These battles last long enough that I can definitely go faster, though. This music. It's starting to sound like a music box. Holy shit. What's the quality on this? Okay, 720p. Sometimes YouTube will automatically throttle the quality if it feels like the internet speed isn't fast enough, so I gotta watch out for that. Oh, there's the buffering. Okay, we're going too fast. We gotta slow it down. Put it at 7. Still faster than 4x, right? The guy has he's even changed his route a little bit. He's like trying to stay mentally sane while he does this. I was hoping, well, again, that, you know, it is just one guy, right? Small indie dev. Can't really ask for too much, but I was gonna say that I was hoping that character unlocks in this were gonna be somewhat story related, even if it was like a side quest sort of thing. But no, they're just random encounters in certain areas, I guess, and that's it. Shit, did it buffer again, or did the quality just drop? I think it buffered a little. I'll put it at 6. just remembered something. Let me check if it's there. Regarding my, like, late start. I did just get this new panel. Yeah! I got this new panel added in my About Me section for Twitch. I tried having a schedule for a while, and then I realized it's just like, my life was too chaotic for it. So I just said, fuck it, I'm not committing to a schedule, especially when I got even busier than usual. And so, but I found a streamer who had a nice panel that I like even better for scheduling, which is a historical schedule. That's the name of the panel. This thing will actually keep track based on your VODs of when you stream it at what time for each day of the week. And it'll make like a chart, like a graph based on that to show people when you're most likely to go live, when you're most likely to stream. So I'm looking at it right now. It's basically intersected at 1800 hours for most of the week. The little like chart graph, which is, you know, 6 p.m. So, and it'll show these little purple bars across the graph going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'll show these little purple bars showing when you're live, basically. And it uses data based on your VODs. So if you delete your VODs right away, you're not going to be able to use this thing. But since I leave mine up, you know, it can use that data to tell people when this person streams most often, like at what time. Oh, there it is. We've got a new character. It's Nightmare. Yeah, it'll say like when this person tends to stream the most often, basically. And then that way you have like a most likely to go live time based on their habits rather than what they say, which is better for me. It is called Nightmare, right? Yeah. This is why you wake up. Got Toxic Bike 2, Rainy Day 2, and Megabyte. Can't wait to see Purple Guy show up. It's gonna be good. Yeah, so that's a panel. So instead of having an actual schedule, which failed horribly for me, even before I got even busier than before, I'm opting for that now. The historical schedule. You can look at my trend of when I'm most likely to go live, and then you'll know when I'm most likely to go live, to start streaming. Yeah, this dude is huge. Well, actually, no, he's not not the same size as the other Freds. Nightmare, man. So the speed we settled on was 7, I think. The battles are long enough we can see what the hell's going on. If it's like, you know, a character unlock or not. Oh shit, no, it was 6x then. That buffered. Uh-oh. The red bears. Excuse me. The Endo plushie got destroyed. Alright. Evidently this is unsustainable too. Let's go down to 5x. A gold Endo. I think we saw one of these yesterday. On yesterday's stream. It's a boss fight too. Well, it just dropped the quality. Damn, we were cruising at 7x for a while. Well, if it dropped the quality... Wait, it didn't actually. No, that was a temporary drop, okay. Shit, I guess we gotta stick to 4x for a while. I guess eventually YouTube's like, yo, you're going way too fast. It catches up. Baba. I'm guessing it respawned because maybe he like stopped and took a break. That was my theory yesterday, so. Because I saw that the auto chipper returned also. Like it was on the world map. He didn't go fight it again, but it was on the world map again. Like a, I think it was a stream before yesterday. So I'm guessing the world bosses like those, they respawn if you like turn off the game and come back. Neon wall. The shield. I lost some thought about something right there. Something completely unrelated. Did I forget to turn off the stove? I'm just kidding, by the way, don't worry, my stove's off. Oh, I remembered something at the end of stream yesterday when I was shutting it down. This reminds me of when we watched the playthrough of FF2. This section of the video, which is like half of it. It reminds me of when we watched the playthrough of FF2 way back in the day, back in 2021. 5 years ago. Damn. He's also got like only 3 hyper chips left to find. That's just what I'm calling them because they're like tier 3. You notice the dashes next to them kind of denote that. The top row, they all have 1 dash next to each chip on either side of them. And the second row has 2 and the third one has 3. So I guess you could probably denote them that way. Tier 1, 2, and 3. skeletons remind me, probably because they look like skeletons. They kind of remind me of something you'd see on like Day of the Dead or something. Like a Day of the Dead celebration in like Mexico or something. They loosely remind me of that. He's probably looking like, God damn, dude. There's so many left to find, they won't fucking proc, you know? Taking a massive break right now. Probably want to go take a massive dump. I know skeletons are really what animatronics look like underneath. We're coming up on the hype moment. I don't know why it's the most replayed. We're gonna find out in just a sec. Coming. I change chips? Alright, we're in the section. Yep. We're at the section with the most replayed. Over the next 10 minutes, we're gonna see something that evidently interested people the most when they saw this video. Got them all hype or something. This is it. This could just be one of those moments where it's just like, it's the most replayed part just by complete coincidence. It just happened to be where people rewound to or whatever. For no actual particular reason. That's happened in a few videos I've seen, so. Pretty common to happen on a super long video like this too. Yeah, that's it. Nothing happened. Nothing out of the ordinary. It was just the same shit. So, that's it, I guess. It was just a complete, like... It was a bust, yeah. It's a complete coincidence. There was nothing there. Alright, well, back to the cozy grind, I guess, then. Well, we're near the end now. 1 hour left, and at the speed we're watching it, that means only a couple, what, like... ...20 minutes. I'm guessing he's gonna end up getting most of the characters in the last... fucking 30 minutes of this. We haven't seen shit in a while. Last one he got, I think, was, the last one he got was, Nightmare. Took a break. Means Bubba's gonna be back probably. You know what it could have been? I can't see my mouse through this mess. This is probably just the spot where most people skip to. So they could just skip the grind without potentially missing, like, the end of it. Even though it's, like, they probably just, you know... Even though it still goes for, like, another hour from that point. It's probably just, it just happened to be the spot where people clicked. They just kind of went, here, you know? That's probably how that became the most replayed. What the fuck happened? You can trigger fights just by running in place. So he finally got tired of running through. I'm surprised it took him this fucking long to get tired of actually, like, running through that little circuit he made for himself. Surprised he didn't do this earlier. Dude has some patience. At this point, he's at... When did this grind start? I think at, like, the 3-hour mark? Yeah. He's been at this for 3 hours. Even though he's taking breaks, that's still, you know. What's funny is despite all the EXP and everything, the fights are not actually, they don't feel like they're getting shorter. It's like there's a cap to how strong you can actually get. But again, it could also just be because of the fact that he's on hard mode. Foxy got destroyed. At this point, I'm guessing the rest of the character roster he actually gets somewhere else. And this is... What he's doing now is he's just trying to get Spring Bonnie and it just won't fucking pop. You gotta hate RNG in games, man. It can be so cruel. There was somebody in the comment section saying that they actually got Spring Bonnie as like their first one in this area. Somebody else could get lucky right off the bat, and you could spend hours and never get shit. But then they said they got stuck looking for another one that this guy got easier, so... It evened out, you know? Uh-oh, I went too fast. I was trying to be sneaky, man. I was like slowly increasing the speed a little earlier. So I went up to 6x, but it started buffering there, so... 5x is the most I could get away with. I stayed at 5x for a while and nothing happened, so... This music has to be driving him nuts too while he's doing this. It's like meant to be this, you know, little simplistic but wacky sounding loop. It's just over and over. Oh, we're at the end of the grind. Yep. We're coming up on it. We gotta get ready to reset the speed as soon as something happens. Wait, what did that say? Oh, Nightmare Freddy, the more the merrier. Okay. huh? It's a grindy ass boss. We're going at 5x speed. Look at his health bar. It's an endurance test. Oh shit. Wait, what the hell just happened? Okay, see, there we go. I reset the speed. Something happened. What's going on? Okay, he made a new party. Okay. He reset his 2 parties and then he went through a hidden wall. And he's in a place called Black Tomb Yard. Right next to the circus. Oh, right. I think, yeah, the Fredbear or something, before he started this whole grind, said that he could find like a secret exit through the funhouse. And it would lead to, well, obviously, something hidden. This must be it. There's Fredbear. Fredbear says, "You found the exit. That's amazing. The giant pig lies on the other side of this subtunnel. He guards a key that opens the locks to the final guardians." Sounds fancy. Oh. The same Fredbear can't occupy the same space at the same time. Oh, is this because he has Fredbear in his party? Like I was saying, that it was gonna be fucking weird to see them both at the same time? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh shit. They just blew up. Universe end. Are you kidding? What the fuck? The universe just exploded or ended because the same character was in the same spot at the same time. There was a clone. It was like a time paradox sort of thing. Is that it? That must be why they made Fredbear hard to find. He seemed like low RNG. Was that it? We just died basically? Some kind of like special secret ending death? Universe end. Oh my god, I think it's actually gonna take him to the... It's actually gonna take him to the title screen. I'm speed it up because he's just sitting here. The game just resets! You just get fucked if you do that. Oh my god!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, hold on. Oh, these are like trophies? Remember he pointed at this one before he started the playthrough way back here? Right before he started this new playthrough that we've been watching. The Slot 2 hard mode one? He pointed at this. I don't know what it means, but based on the fact that we now see this, I'm guessing it's a trophy. Like letting... It's like something you show off to say, hey, I got this particular ending or something. This looks like the pearl that you pick up from fishing minigames. I'm assuming if you get enough of the pearls, well, you get this metallic pearl as a trophy on your little save file screen. And so the exploded Fredbear from the paradox ending that we just saw, I guess, gets you this trophy. So it's part of 100% completion. You have to have that happen at least once. And now if you don't want the universe to just end suddenly again, you gotta make sure not to have Fredbear as the party leader the next time you talk to a Fredbear. That's pretty funny and creative, honestly. The fact they did that. Scott, I mean, the developer. It was like this time travel action movie from like the 80s that had a similar concept. Where like... It had a certain actor in it too. I think it was Jean-Claude Van Damme. Mr. Martial Artist guy. The Fredbear from right there is gone now though. Maybe that Fredbear was meant to be just for that. You were supposed to find him here and then... Because he disappeared, he's gone. I don't know. If he had any more dialogue, it's just fucked now. Anyway, there was this one movie, I think it was called Time Cop, I just remembered, where it had a similar concept where, like, if you time traveled, you went back in time, it's probably because they didn't use the theory of alternate universes or time loops. It's like, it was using the theory of just one linear timeline. There was just one. So, if you went back in time and then you came in contact with your past self, you would both just melt and cease to exist. Because it was like a paradox. It was like that, basically. Like, they two... I think they even said almost that word for word. That two of the same people cannot occupy the same place, the same space and time, or something like that. Exactly like what happened to Fredbear there. They wouldn't explode, they would just melt. It looked kind of nasty, but I think even... Well, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil shit. It's an old movie, but you know, you can go watch it. But yeah, I think it was called Time Cop. Police officer that time travels. Maybe there was more dialogue, and I would just never get to hear it. And it was gonna say something about what's happening here, about where we're going next. Which is, you know, probably... What did he say? Something about some guardians? The final guardians were over here? That's what he said, I believe. Well, at least we're back to the story now, finally. The grind is over. Second subtunnel. Third subtunnel. Holy shit. Never go deeper than 3, right? See an exit. Jacobani, not canon, but still here. There's another boss enemy right there. I'm assuming Spring Bonnie is basically just Springtrap before, you know, it became Springtrap when the purple guy got trapped inside of it. I love that you can just use shortcuts. Welcome to Mendo's Endo upgrades. He just bought all of them because he's rich as shit after all that grinding. What do these do? Does it say? It just says he currently has defense plus 0 equipped. Reinforced steel and titanium. I'm guessing these all just stack on top of each other to create more defense. 100. Or he just bought them all for no reason. Because it looked like it capped out at 100 with the titanium one. He didn't need to buy the other two, but he said fuck it because he's got so much money. From that endless grinding. Well, at least Endo's a tank now. That's something. I wonder if that applies to all the Endos. The endoskeletons, you know? We have 2 of them, right? 2 different ones, I think. He's just using up his money at this point for collecting. Well, this is a 100% playthrough, so I think it was intentional to go back and buy everything. Yeah, I think he's gonna revisit all the shops to buy all the shit that he skipped over. Pew! Oh, there's another Gatling gun snowman down there. The X Reaper. something change here? Was Fredbear always standing there with these laser gates, these 4 laser gates behind him? Or is that new? I don't remember this. Huh. I don't know. Menacing bombs. Male, female, it's a rabbit, who cares? The spring bunny. The boss train. Oh, I ain't have enough for the boss train X. Ever more fishing to farm money. Actually, yeah, come to think of it, I don't know if you actually got tokens from battles. I think it was only through these. I can't remember though. No, yeah, he got tokens through battles. Just buying everything costs a shit ton of fucking money, I guess. Not as cute, but more useful. Pork pouch. Oh, this is the giant pig. Alright. Damn, that is nightmare looking. Nightmarish. The face in particular, which you can't really see with all the effects, but still. Giant fucking pig. Made short work of him. This team's overpowered as hell now. I got a key. It looked like a wind-up key. Or like a music box or something. Oh, it's to finally open these fucking locks. What the hell just happened? Does it look like 2 glowing eyes, maybe? Staring at us, like directly at us from the dark? We are still your friends. Do you believe that? Oh! This is referencing the 7th night ending of the 4th game, right? Where, the kid obviously fell into a coma and was probably dying from the bite from the animatronic. And then, he could hear his older brother apologizing to him from the real world. But then, his little imaginary, friends based on the animatronics, the little golden Fredbear was asking him if he still believes that they're friends. Even though, his nightmares have monster, you know, horrific monster versions of his animatronic friends trying to kill him. And then they all faded out before he did, and presumably he died, I would think, but I don't think so because... No, that was a 6th night ending. The 7th night ending just had a little box that was locked. So I'm assuming he didn't die, but he just ended up like, you know, in a coma for who knows how long, and then just was so traumatized he blocked out something. The little kid, you know, the crying kid. So this is referencing that line during, yeah, the 6th night ending. It says, we're still your friends, do you believe that? The 6th night is also where the main enemy in the main part of the game is, it's Nightmare Freddy, I think. Yeah, the 7th night is where Nightmare comes out. The full, like, shadow black version. We're still friends. Do you still believe that? The pieces are in place for you. What is he talking about? All you have to do is find them. Rest. The end. This is an ending?
What? What the fuck? Bruh.
So are they implying that this entire game is like a fever dream that the kid is having in his comatose state from that bite? Kind of like, well, I'm not spoil too much, but the rail shooter, the virtual reality rail shooter for Until Dawn turned out to actually be a sequel. That was pretty much what I just said. For one of the characters. I won't say which one. I'll just say for one of the characters. It was some fever dream they were having. Yeah, that confirms it. The trophy he just got is a little kid. The kid from the 4th game that we just finished before this. So it has something to do with the kid. Since it was a pair of eyes just staring at us though, I'm assuming we're playing from the kid's POV. So my theory might have some weight there. This is a fever dream the kid is having in his comatose state after what happened to him. This whole game is just that. Phantom Freddy just taking a stroll. That is what he looks like he's doing in the 3rd game when he's walking around. Oh, what's this? That looks like one of the trophies he has. Maybe that's one of the... Maybe that's like a super boss. Looks like an owl. Yeah, maybe it's a super boss that if you defeat, you get that trophy that he showed earlier. The first one he already had. So he's found and shown us like two different like secret endings, I guess. Yeah, Nightmare Freddy is based on Fredbear. He's got the purple hat and the purple bow tie. So it makes sense that on the 6th, well, it even appears on the 5th night, but on the 5th and 6th night, it makes sense that Fredbear becomes the main like villain, I guess. Because that's the one that bit him. I'm talking about the previous game. Yeah, that's the one that bit him. So then, of course, he has, you know, his next nightmare while he's in a coma is this one. That was also the one that was like his friend telling him stuff in his dreams, though, too. Or not in his dreams, but like, it was like his main imaginary friend, too. During the parts where he was awake and his older brother was torturing him. So it kind of lines up with how he says, how he asks him if he still believes that they're friends. Because the kid might hold it against him for being the one that bit him. So then he doesn't consider the little plushies his friends anymore. They're always trying to kill him in his nightmares, and then, you know, the bite happened, and yeah, it makes sense. the nightmare on me on the 7th game is basically just that same Fredbear but all black, and its eyes are like, it's like actually got his brow furrowed. I've seen it here. That makes sense. Oh, we gotta kill this guy again, the fucking brow boy.
You suck!
There he goes. Oh, we're back here again. This time I'm guessing he's just trying to travel somewhere. I think he's gonna go back to grinding again. No. No, he's definitely trying to get somewhere. Oh!
Son of a...
Didn't drop any money, what an asshole. I think he is grinding again. He's trying one last time to get spring body. Not giving up. I commend him for that. It doesn't last long from what I saw in the preview though. He gives up again pretty soon. Yeah, there. He left. Prototype? I don't think I paid enough attention to these enemies before. Yeah, they look like they look like endoskeletons specifically modeled after Fred. Yeah. They're bear-shaped endoskeletons before they just went with the straight-up normal humanoid models, I guess. That's why they're called prototypes. Probably because, you know, those are more versatile for making different animatronics rather than just a bear. The game reminds us we have the key, though. Got a long way to go to get that boss Dream X. I'm gonna take another massive shit. the gold endo drops a lot of fucking money. If you just stand there, you can encounter it, I guess. I'm guessing that's why he stood there and all of a sudden he, you know, trying to make fast and easy money to get that last, the boss train. Oh, I got the blocks, the shields. Wait, what does the pearl do? The one he just chose. Wait a minute. No, he just chose the block 50. I saw a little pearl in the battle though. What the fuck is that? Got a pearl up here. Maybe I never saw it before. It was always there. Oh shit, another boss fight. He was protecting the button. It's another super goon. That dude can use unscrew? Dude, he almost wiped his whole party with that. Almost. That was tougher than the fucking pig boss. He literally only had one character left at one point there. I suppose he did have his backup party too, though. We got bear traps, then we got black traps. Yeah, he's only missing that last boss train. Gotta get some fucking money for that. Overclock? Holy shit, this guy goes way too many times. He lives up to his name. Dude, these bosses are getting insanely strong. Just one hit KOing a bunch of motherfuckers. The crying kid to the rescue. He rezzed everybody. Or could have just been the gift boxes here he had. This thing gets a lot of fucking turns really fast. These have to be like super bosses or something. That looks insanely hard. The Super Goon and the Overclock. Yeah, these are... I guess the key that you get from defeating the pig or whatever just unlocks these super bosses. They must be the final guardians that Fredbear was talking about before he exploded from, you know, Paradox or whatever. Snow cone? Yeah. The one-hit KOs on party members definitely, these guys are not fucking around. It's an enormous amount of damage that they do. I can see why he got the 50% block, but it's barely holding up. see. Every single button we hit after each key unlock opened the way to this particular Fredbear in this area. And the laser gates, I'm guessing, were also... Maybe it's to go from here up towards that big owl thing. Fredbear says, "This is it. This is the path to the game's security system. If you have found all of the buttons, then your path should be clear." So that was mandatory. Those were not like optional super bosses then? The security system has powerful defenses. Make sure you have someone with the shield ability. You won't survive without it. I mean, just based on the difficulty of the last few bosses, I believe him. Let's see what the glitched up version of this fool says. There he is. He says, "I will tell you a secret. There are powerful chips that can only be attained by breaking the game. The red chests." Yeah, we've gotten quite a few of those. They were very well hidden, yeah. There are objects that you can press against and it will break your collision detection. One is a yellow bird on a tree stump. I don't remember that. Guessing this is the game's way of telling you you're gonna need to get some powerful equipment and take on this boss. He says another is a gravestone. I do remember that one, yeah. We teleported right into... We went through a gravestone and it teleported us somewhere, yeah. I don't remember the bird one though. Find these places to gain an unfair advantage. That is, if you insist on following this path that has been forcefully placed before you. Something terrible is coming. Really? Always leaves off on something ominous. Okay. Oh, there's the bird on the stump. Whoa. Why did the music get all distorted too? So he was referencing something else. Oh, maybe this is how you get the last two tier 3 chips. The last two that he's missing. He did say you break the game, right? Look at the name of these enemies. It's a bunch of forward arrows. Well, I'd say the game's broken, alright? The area that we're in. This is called this. Auto shield. Yeah, that was... There was no way to get that chest without doing what he just did. What does it do? Shield automatically activates? As in that large-ass barrier that he's been using, or... Also, he has 3 chips he has to find. Did the gift boxes do what I thought? Yeah, extra lives. Yeah. I wonder how you get out of this once you get the chips. Yeah, it must be the shield right here. The neon shield. It's gotta be it. Underscore exclamation mark 2222. Pew, pew, pew. He's going back. Game is unbroken. Fixed. Oh shit, we're past an hour. That's right, the original one was called Bouncer. What was the original Super Goon called? Had a different name too, I guess, but I don't remember it. Maybe it's just called Goon. You finally gonna touch that? Oh! Another game breaker right here. It's Boulder. This isn't one he told us about, though. Anything is party. I'm curious to see where this goes. Before we stop. Bunch of enemies fused together. That's what most of these have been. Oh, there it is. What is it? Block unscrew. Oh, so that you can't... So that a boss or, well, an enemy can't just use unscrew and insta-kill one of your party members, yeah. I mean, that's pretty valuable, yeah. Alright, if he's gonna collect more, which I'm guessing he probably is, there's probably one more to get. I think we'll just stop right after he finishes this, when he gets back out of this. We'll just stop there and for the night and continue tomorrow. I didn't realize we were like 15 minutes past time. This takes like a very specific route to get back, I'm assuming. Yeah, there it is. So his next stop is going to be a gravestone. The one he actually hinted at. Yeah, he gave us hints for 2 of them, but there was a 3rd one, and that's the one he got just now. Through the, he told us a bird on a log. We saw that one. Then he told us one of these gravestones with RIP on it. He didn't say the one in the snowfield, though. You had to find that one on your own. So I guess that is how you get the last 3 tier 3 chips. Alright, cool. Well, I guess next stream will be the finale then. We only got about an hour and 20 minutes left. With a little bit of fast forward here and there. We'll get it. We'll get it done. Yeah. Because, you know, I can just fast forward through some of the regular, like, casual trash mobs that he's killed here and there. Like I've already done. So I guess that'll be that. Cool. Alright. Let's wrap up then. There's the music again. Oh. Well, that's also another reason why I didn't notice that we'd already reached like an hour. Ad break. I think it's because I started it late. Usually that reminds me that it's been an hour. Because when the auto ad tells me it's about to play, basically. It just, the prompt barely came up just now. That's why I hadn't noticed. Alright, folks. Thank y'all very much for watching yet again. Appreciate the support across all platforms. As always, please take care, stay safe, and don't die. And until next time, I'll see y'all... Until next time, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I'll see y'all next time. I'm starting to get a little tired. Because it's just about bedtime for me, so... Bye, everybody. See you on the next one. Next one should be the last part. So... Bye. Take care.
Ooh. Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Can't forget the little heart emoji.